Hello, boys, babes, and all of you beans in between. Welcome back. What is up? And how are you? Honestly, we've been really busy, so things have been getting a bit of a mess, and getting all the supplies for this stinking build took forever. And I mean forever. So the big thing was like the okra. That was hard to find. They only spawn in very small chunks, and when they do, they're few and far between. We also ended up with some other blocks of Botania based, which were also a pain in the batoot to get. But it's done now, it's building, and I'm very happy with how it came out. It should give us plenty of space to get this thing underway and learn more about Botania as we go. So, sit back and enjoy the rest of this build. Well, hello there. How are you? What is up? As you can tell, we have been busy, and I mean that lovely time lapse thing that I did there. Yeah, that thing created this monstrosity, and you know, this took way too long. The supplies on this took way too long, and I do not know how to explain how much this just dwarfs everything. And I had not considered that in my building process. But I will admit, on the plus side, Botania does take up a lot of space because of mana production processes and all of that. This should be good. This should be good. So let me explain to you some of the things that we got going on before we get too far in. I just also realized I technically don't have a way out of here yet. I mean, technically this is way out, but it's not the best. But we have multiple different layers and stuff in here, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this and in what method we're gonna do this. The big thing I would like to do is that I want to make this entire floor devoted to mana production. And that means I'm going to need an obscene number of these flowers, which I only have like, gosh, how many do I have? I think I have like 18 of them currently. So we're going to be making a whole bunch more of these, and we're going to figure out how to set up mana production down there. I'm also debating having like part of it be devoted to like a type of like tiny little oak tree farm, so that you can chop down the oak trees. They can automatically be pushed into a like cooking system to turn them into charcoal, so these can automatically be being fed when I turn it on. So I'm thinking something of that nature would be a good idea. I do need to figure out how to best go about that. That's not something that's happening today, just because it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm thinking along the lines, instead of the circular motion one that I typically go with, having something that's on like a girder system that will go across it and then replant as it goes, and then once it's done with that, it'll like flip itself over and run back. I'm not sure how that will work though, but so it's not something that like the trees would get stuck on the contraption, because I left the contraption in the middle of it and the tree grew on it, so we're not going to do that. But I have to figure that out. So that's going to be a puzzle system for me over in my test world. But I do want to get the endo flowers, and I really want to get some mana pools, just because there are a couple like components and pieces that I've been wanting to make that require an obscene amount of mana. And we did that a couple episodes ago that we were unable to completely accomplish, just because we were not producing enough mana before the items despawned, so it was unfortunately unable to be produced. Whoop. Can I parkour up? Not from there, but I can right here. But I need to also do some customizing in here that I think I'll wait for a stream later down the road, just because that's going to take me a little bit to sit down and do. But we need those flowers. So I'm going to spend a fair amount of time up here making them. I'm going to go also steal the ones that we have back at Home Sweet Sava, so that we can go and get those ready for our mission of making madness. Also, I put googly eyes on Florence. Hi, Florence. You're gorgeous. Hello. Oh no, I took your eyes. Hi. Instead of got your nose, I got your eyes. But we're going to make a whole bunch of those endoflowers, which is just browns and the red and, shoot, what else was it? The light gray. I got this. I know what I'm doing. But we're going to get on that, and I will bring y'all back once we're well on our way of that process, because that is going to take a minute to get done. Alrighty, so here's the thing we got going so far, is I now have a bunch of these flowers in place. The problem is, for some reason, I cannot get this mana spreader to link to this thing in the slightest. There we go. Awesome. So most of the flowers in here are connected to that one. So now we just gotta do this thing where we connect all of these guys to this fella so that it can pick up anything we throw to it. This is gonna be... Oh, I don't think I was doing that right. I wish there was a way that it would show me everything I've connected already so that I could like be aware of it. If there was like a web setting, if you guys know of this, please put it in the comments. Like if there's a setting that can show me what's connected already to it for the sake of my sanity. I do need to learn a lot more about these. I have not done a ton of reading on them. I really ought to, but I haven't. Okay, now we need to take that and connect it there. Good. Okay, so the next big thing is I need to test to make sure this is working, but we should have plenty of these flowers. I'm going to do more, obviously. Got to fill this in all the way, and I think I'm going to do another one back here that will feed to another mana pool in itself right here, just so that we then have all of those set up. But I'm not sure how many more we're going to need. I'm going to go get the supplies because I have been AFKing over by, whoop, my face, my oak farm down there. Also ignore the fact I was checking my light levels because we were scared of there being mob spawnage, but it's fine. So, I have been AFKing by this farm. My inventory is empty enough. So there is plenty of logs to go bebop our way back up here. Whee! Oh, I'm gonna need more rockets soon. Oh, goodness. But then we can come in here and toss them. Oh, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I believe it is Control Shift and then my throw button. There we go. No, I'm too close. Control Shift. There we go. And that should turn those into charcoal. Hopefully quickly. Let's see. Oh, don't sneeze. But yeah, so that is the plan with these, is we take those and we toss them in there, make sure the mana spreader is working. Beyond that, I'm not even sure where I'm going from there. I do know I have a handful of other flowers and things I would like to set up in terms of getting like controls, because I have one of these, which is not going to do me any good in there unless I have a like setup that is specifically for like making stone, which I can absolutely create mod into place and make happen. It's just I have not sat down to figure that out, because my goal with this is to mix create mod and Botania to the best of my ability so that they're both automated efficiently in terms of like getting blocks I like. Specifically, like this one. These took forever to farm to build this ship. We're not going to talk about it. It took me forever to figure out which biome they belonged in to make it work best, so on and so forth. But once we got it worked out, it was a-okay, but it was a pain in the patootie. Whee! But let's make sure this is working. I don't have my ring on, so that's good. And we should. Oh, that's the noise I'm looking for. And that is going to eat through fuel sources like it's no one's business. Because that is a lot of endoflowers. But that is filling that fairly quickly. I will eventually come around here and like trim these with like stairs and stuff and put steps up and down here and make it this so it's interchangeable. But we are not there yet. I do want to figure out if we can make this work. I don't think we're going to get to it today, but this is a great step in terms of making sure that we have everything we are going to need for mana. So I'm going to actually let this feed and get this full, and then I will bring y'all back once that's done. Did I put possibly a few too many pieces of charcoal in here? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But that's getting there. It's getting somewhere. I really ought to make some more of those, actually. I think about that. Let's look into, while I'm down here, how on earth does one make mana spreaders? Smart answer would be to type it in. Nope, that's not how you spell it. Mana spreader. That is simple enough. I do not have any gold on me, but we are in a good spot that we can run away from this for a little bit while that's still working and grab a couple extra. Oh, it's dark. Ow. Good thing I stopped and put torches out here, but we should be in a good spot that we can like run up here real quick, grab some gold and stuff, and make that, because I think we have all the supplies we could need up here. Wrong thing. Nope. 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 Yes. And then the gold should be over here. I don't have any gold. How do I have no gold up here? What is this? What is this madness? Who have I betrayed that my things are not where I think they are? Neom. Ow, my face. No! We missed. I really ought to make a better entrance than this, but this is so fun. Alrighty, then. Ow. The gold should be there. That should be plenty. And then, technically, yes. There we go. Okay, now we have more of those, which means we can put them in here and get those set up too. I will still need more of the the fancy flowers I have, but that puts us in a good spot in terms of that, because I can stick that there, stick that there, and then I can do this with all of the ones that are currently here. I love the little noise it makes. I'm not sure if the video is picking it up, but it is absolutely adorable, and we can completely ignore the fact that there is an absolute monstrosity in terms of amount of weather going on outside my house. So if you're hearing thunder, that is why. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's just another bad weather day. Okay, so and then we should be good to. That didn't work. Ah, crud. No, wait, what? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, this happened already. It took me a minute. Here, y'all have these. No, I need bind mode. There we go. Bind to that. To that. And then, hold on, I gotta. I think I have corrected my crimes. Okay, let's drop that there and make sure that that's working. Yeah, I love that. Okay, we're gonna have to set up more mana pools and figure out how to do larger mana storage, but that is wonderful. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's look at the other thing. I know I said I was probably going to put this till later, but I think we're going to go ahead and set this up down here. I don't think this will be the long-term position for it, but I am going to set it up. Oh gosh, don't remember how I built this. Well, I need my... Where's my pickaxe? Interesting. I do believe this goes like this. Now that's there at least. But on our other list of things, we obviously are going to need to set up some sort of like flower system for all of the flowers we have, because I'm going to want to have them on the ship and not have to, fly back and forth to my little castle up there on the hill. I went the wrong direction. There's technically a door there, but I'm not going to try and hit that. But, ow. Oh, it's dark. That's the other thing, is I didn't spawn proof up there yet. Oh, that's what I was worried about. Be going, fell beast. I'm gonna get some torches. I'll be right back. I don't want to die to mobs today. I don't want to die to mobs today. It's just fine. Don't want to die to mobs today. Hup. I really ought to make a better system for this. I also should have properly spawn-proofed this before I built it. No, we aren't going to do that. We're not going to think ahead and keep ourselves safe and stop doing dumb things. Nope. That is not how this works. I need to get to the top. Oh, gosh. I really did not think through navigating this on foot. Weep. And there. That took care of all of that. Put one here. And one here. Now to do a quick lap, because I know I missed some spots earlier. Because I was only using a couple of my things. Are we good over here? I feel like I don't trust that spot. Cool. Oh, there's a big one. I don't like that. There we go. Alrighty. What have we got? It is darkness. I love this. I love this tool. I've been told for a long time by my friends that I need to be using this tool. Did I listen to them? No. Why would I do that? Ow. It is really storming outside my house. But here we are. Nice and well lit up. I love this thing. I will admit, when I was designing this, my initial thought process for it was like elvish and dwarvish design meet and give you a steampunk-esque feeling to it. And I think that's what I kind of went with for it, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what I would end up using to describe it. But thought process on up here for this area is I want to use the deck as if they are transporting things, and it is like a botanical study transfer. So we're doing 4 out, and like, so you have like pots and crates of all the different plants that are being taken with them and traded around and shown off. And so like you end up with pots up here, and then there's like another crate of them right here. And so we're not going to have it like I have there, which is just one of each kind. It's going to be a variety of them. And I did 4 on a diagonal from 1. This was a 6. Whoops. Where is my shovel? So like that. And then we'll come back with like grass later and make it look better, because I don't like the look of dirt personally, but I do think that something like this would be nice if I can come back with like some trapdoors and fence it in and give it a nice look, since the green will be a nice complement. Yeah, okay, let's get a look at it from above. Yeah, so like different crates of stuff, and then I think we'll have like mushrooms set aside too, because I think you can put the mushrooms in pots. I'm not sure. But, and then we'll have like stacks of other supplies. I missed a spot. I no longer missed a spot. Let's turn that off now, because we know that those are all safe. But yeah, that was the concept. I definitely picked the poor choice of so much Botania related blocks for this, but it's fine. Yeah, I like that. And I'm feeling like dark oak trapdoors are the answer. And I think I have some dark oak left over down here. Not a ton. Ooh, do I not have as much as I thought I did? Ah, there we go. I don't have a crafting bench here. The crafting bench is over here. I do need to make some sort of... I need to finish doing, like, the extensions off the side of this thing so I can have, like, a walkway to get me up on there. Because it is a pain in the butt to fly up there every single time. Every single time. Okay, and then we're gonna go... Trapdoors. I need more. If I don't use them for this, I'll use them for something else. Alright, and I think that these will look nice against the... Oh, they look nice against the red. Especially once we get green on there. I think this will be great. I am curious if you can plant Botania flowers on moss. That is a big thing that I did not look into, but if I can, I might change that out for moss entirely. Just because moss, it has such a nice tone to it. I feel like it would look really good. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I feel like... I haven't done them all yet, but I feel like that looks good. It looks like they're kind of in like little crates and shipping containers, and they're not like permanent. It looks like you could walk in here with a forklift and pick it up, even though we wouldn't be using a forklift. We'd be using some sort of weird magic or, you know, create mod-esque. But I like it. And then like the flowers will be varied onto what is actually up here. Ooh, I'm gonna need a lot more dark oak. But yeah, that's the energy I was going for that. I like that. I like that a lot. But we gotta do a bunch of different stuff like that. So the mana down there is building up well, which means I can continue to do things like turn, what is it? The flint into gunpowder for myself, which is my preferred gunpowder collection method. Just because I'm not gonna use it for anything else. Whew, that's loud every time. And I have so much of it from the create mod stuff that it just makes sense to use it for that. So I like that a lot. That's good. I'm glad that's working. And that gives us this space up here to continue to work with. I do kind of want to like also include decoration, because while with my create airship over there, I'm able to decorate a lot of the build. This is so big, I want to fill some of the space. So I'm thinking I'm going to put a giant like tree in a pot, and it's trapped inside here like a greenhouse. And like this just be a sitting room and not be something actually functional. So it'd be like an entrance and exit space, but it's not like a functional being farming space. But I'm not doing that today. I do need to gather the materials for it, but that's definitely something I would want to do down the road, I'm thinking. But I think that is perfect for that space in particular, just to take up some of the unfilled stuff, and it also just feels right with the theme of the ship. Because what screams ancient dwarven and elvish rivalry reunited to be peaceful than a giant tree? My brain thinks that's what goes there. I don't know if that's right though, but that's what I think. So yeah, I'm gonna see what else we can knock out today before we have to wrap this up. But yeah, I feel like that'll be cool. If you have any other suggestions I want to put on this like deck space, let me know and we will see what we can do. Alrighty, so I have done some cleanup and some tidy work. I put ladders in so I don't have to fly out of here every single time. And we now have like trim, and I brought my pure daisies down here because I don't like having them up in the area by the castle where I'm building. And then I did this nice little trim just so it stands out some, because it's dark down here, and adding more color is beneficial, I think, to helping make sure it doesn't look so drab. But now that we have nice little walkways, we got everything we need down here in terms of these things. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with the rest of this stuff. I will admit the one downside to building on evens is that the things that need to be in threes never feel right. So that's part of what this is. The reason this is slabs instead of stairs is because I have literally run out of all of the ochre I have. Like, I think these pieces, and there's like 7 more different types of slabs up at the surface that I have completely run out of in the process of this. But I think this looks good. We have put grass down here, and it's starting to spread, thank heavens, because I don't like the color of dirt. But We also did the same up here. I love these ladders. The brass ladders look really good in here, and I love it. Which way's out? That way's out. This way gives me the walkways. Awesome. Which then we also put grass up here on these, so they're starting to look really good. I am curious. I need to look into if moss works or not. I also don't think I have any moss. But we will definitely be putting flowers out here. I think we'll be like clustering like some reds and oranges and the little bit yellow one here. Then like the lime and the green on here. And then like light blue here. And then like the blue and the purple. And then magenta. And then the whites, grays, browns, and blacks for the rest of these. But I think that that's what's going to end up working for us in terms of all of that. I like the way it's coming out. I still got a lot of work to do. Oh. I know that's going to spawn more the moment I walk near it, but I also want skeleton horses. So I will accept this fate, and you can suffer with me. Immediately on fire. No. Oh no, I killed the horses. No! I want the horse! Okay, the last horse standing is still there. I need to kill the skeleton. Okay, now how? Okay, let's turn on hitboxes. So I can actively and effectively target the guy with the horse I want. Yes! Alrighty, now we have access to a horse. Why? I just wanted a horse. It's fine. Whee! Well, that worked. Hi, you now live here. Welcome. I don't know how to heal you. Do I feed you bones? Oh, that's an awful noise. Are we friends now? Cool. I don't know how to heal you. Stay there. I will come back for you eventually. You now live here. This is your ship. That is now Captain. His name is Captain. Perfect. Wonderful. I love that. I love everything about that. Unintentional new friend. Downside of my design on here is, for the most part, I have to be careful where I parkour out of here. But as you can see, we are very much out of the Okram. All right. So I think we need to do some designing aspects and figuring out where we're going to and how we're going to farm some trees down there so we can easily get charcoal in there. Then again, I don't think that's entirely necessary, but I think it'd be fun to do just for the sake of convenience. And I can like launch the game and AFK there for like 20 minutes and be set for mana for a little bit. So we're gonna look into that. And now that we've got these out of here, we now have the space to start working more on this design, which I think we're gonna pick back up next episode too, because I know I have the design worked out for this specific hallway that's gonna come into here. I just am not 100% on how and what the schemes and colors in this room are gonna be for this bigger room. So I gotta figure that out, because I know I want to turn this into like a queen bee space. So we're going to have like a honey farm in here and some sort of system like that, so that once I get my bee to turn into a queen bee, we will be able to farm the royal honey and stuff that is very helpful for the bee realms. But yeah, so unfortunately I think that is where we are running out of time for today, but thank you so much for watching and coming to hang out. It's been an absolute blast. Go drink some water and have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Bye now.